Morning, boys, and welcome to day 2 of our length lessons in maths. Okay, so behind me here on the whiteboard, you can see it's a grid, okay, and we have up the top our titles. We have meters, kilometers, and meters, fraction, and decimals. Okay. Now, yesterday we went from centimeters to meters. So, how many centimeters in 1 meter? 100, very good. And how many meters, so our meter is when we put our hands out like this, how many meters in 1 kilometre, which was the whole lap of the fields that we had our sports day on? 1,000 meters, very good, okay? So that was our learning from yesterday. So moving on now, we're going to use that knowledge that we have to be able to talk about it using meters, using the words kilometres and meters, putting into it a fraction, and using it as a decimal, okay? So today you're going to be working on the next page of Busy at Maths, this page here. So this is the grid that I'm going to get you to complete. So I'm going to fill in the first 4 rows of it just to go through it and teach you and to show you how to do that, to fill in this grid here, this one, okay? So I haven't read the figures. You see some of the figures here are already filled in, okay? So you'll see A, B, C, and D, and you can see in black they've given me some of them already. In those they've written in the units of measurements, whether it be meters here in the first column, or kilometers and meters here, kilometers here, and kilometers here. Now you see the rest of them are blank, okay? And today you're going to fill those in. They're blank, they do not have the unit of measurement. So yesterday you did have the units of measurement, that helped you. Today you have to put in the unit of measurement, okay? If you just put a random number in here and you don't put in meters or kilometers, then it means nothing, okay? It means nothing because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're referring to, so your answer will be wrong. So you have to make sure you always put in your unit of measurement, okay? So this is what it looks like, and this will be in the Busy at Maths attachment in the Google Classroom. So I've just written it up here so that I can just go through it with you and show you how to do it, okay? So everything in red is what's on this grid here, okay? The numbers that have been given already. So I just need to do some detective work. That's all I'm doing, okay? It's given me 1 for each line. So we'll just start at the top one here. So it's 1,100 metres, okay? 1,100 metres. And I need to change that now into kilometres and metres, okay? So my boss has said to me, I need that measurement, but I need it in kilometres and metres. So that's when I go, okay, I know how to convert it. So convert it means change it. So you're going to change 1,100 metres into kilometres and metres, okay? So from yesterday, what did we learn? How many metres? Okay, so our metres, as I said, is the metre stick in school, or you can stick out your hands. Your hands, so the length of your hands approximately, that would be it. How many of those were in the whole lap, the kilometre of our football field where we had our sports day? Can you remember? Very good. So it was 1,000 metres was equal to how many kilometres? Very good, 1 kilometre. So I know that from yesterday. That will never change. I'm going to remember that always. It's going to be stuck in my head. I'm going to use it all through school, primary and secondary school. 1,000 metres is always going to be equal to 1 kilometre. That will never ever change. 1,000 metres into the head. You can say it with me. 1,000 metres is equal to 1 kilometre. So if I know that, and up here I have 1,100 metres, I know that 1,000 is 1 kilometre. So here I'm going to say it's 1 kilometre, and I'm going to write my km for kilometre. And what's left over? How many metres are left over? Very good, 100 metres. So 100 metres. So there's my answer to the second column here. I know that 1,100 metres is equal to 1 kilometre, 100 metre, and I know that because I remembered my learning from yesterday, which told me that 1,000 metres, remember our metre stick in school, is equal to the 1 kilometre, which is that big lap around the sports day field, okay? Just always try to put the learning in context to our real life, okay? Because otherwise it just gets a bit confusing. It doesn't mean anything, so we're just trying to put some meaning into it, okay? So we know 1,000 metres is 1 kilometre. That's how I got my answer here, okay? Now I need to do the next thing that I need to do is I need to put it into a fraction, okay? Now what on the board can I use to help when it says fraction? If it was like this, I could pick the fraction that I wanted to do. I could pick, do I want to do tenths, do I want to do 100ths, what do I want to do? But because there's a clue already in here, and it's in tenths, I'm going to keep the grid in tenths, okay? Because this is my clue, this is where I'm investigating. So here is my tenths, so I am going to copy this one up here, so I know I'm going to use tenths, okay? So it's 1 and 8 over 10 kilometres. 1 and 8 tenths kilometres. So 1 kilometre, 1 and 8 tenths kilometres. So up here, I'm going to put 1, because I know I already have 1 kilometre. I know it from here. So I have my 1. And I must just put my 100 now, my 100 metres into a fraction. So if I'm doing rough work, what would I do? Very good. I could put my 100 metres over my 1000 metres to get my fraction. Okay? If I'm going to use tenths, what can I do? So I crossed off my 2 zeros at the bottom and my 2 at the top, and I'm left with 1/10. Okay? So my answer is 1 and 1 over 10. Is that the right answer? Do I just leave it like that? Is that the correct answer? It's not. Why isn't it not the correct answer? What's missing? Very good, the unit of measurement. So it has to have the words kilometre after it. So 1 and 1/10 kilometres. Okay? Next step. I'm going to convert this. So to convert is change. I'm going to convert this now into decimals. That's the next thing it's asking me to do. So my decimals, I know I have to have a decimal point. Okay? So just like this one here. So again, I have one here to look at. So I know I'm going to do it in kilometres. That's going to be my unit of measurement. So I just need to convert 1 and 1/10 into the kilometres. So what would 1 and 1/10 be in decimal? Very good. It's 1.10. Don't forget your unit of measurement, kilometres. Okay? 1.10 kilometres. Could be 1.1 kilometre, would be still the right answer. Okay? But you can do 1.1 kilometre if you want to copy the one down here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. We're going to go on to the next one now. And we'll complete that one together. So that would be B on your Busy at Maths, page 134. Okay? So this one is different because it's given me the kilometres and metres. Okay? And it wants me to fill in the metres line, the metres column, the fractions column, and the decimals column. Okay? So, 1 kilometre, 400 metres. How many metres altogether would that be? Now, I know that 1 kilometre, I have it here, is equal to 1,000 metres. So I have 1,000 plus 400. And that's equal to 1,400 metres. Okay, so I'm happy to put that in there. 1,000. Second, get the metre. So it's 1,400 metres. Just stand up there. So sorry guys, I just had to stand up to write that in a bit neater, okay? So it's 1,400 metres. The next one it's asking me to do. This one is done, it's already converted into kilometres and metres. Now I'm looking for fractions. And again, I'm going to go use my tenths, okay? Because I've used tenths for this one, and this one is giving me tenths. So here I go with this one, okay? So I have my full 1 kilometre, so I have 1. I must put 400 over 1,000. So what would that be equal to? Very good. That's 4/10. 4/10 kilometres. Okay? 1 and 4/10 kilometres. The next step, I'm going to convert it into decimals. Okay? So 1/10 was 1.10. So what do you think 4/10 might be? Very good. It's going to be 1.40 kilometres, or you can write 1.4 kilometres, whichever it's the same, you can't, it's not wrong. Okay, so I hope that's making sense. So I'll do one more. I'll do this one with you as well, okay? And I might do this one quickly. Then you can complete the rest of it yourselves, okay? So the third one is, the clue here is my fractions, okay? So it's 1 and 8/10 kilometers, okay? So we can go back to our meters. So 1 and 8/10 kilometers. I know that my 1 kilometer is how many meters? So I want to change this into meters now. So I already have 1,000 meters from the 1 kilometer. Plus, then I must add 8/10 of a kilometre. What's 8/10 of a kilometre? Be 80% of it. Very good, it's 800, isn't it? That's 800. So my answer is 1,800 metres. Very good. 1,800 metres. Excellent. Now I'm going to break it into kilometres and metres. I have 1 kilometre because I know that 1 kilometre is equal to 1,000 metres. And how many metres are left over? 800. Very good. 800 metres. And the third one here, sorry, it's so messy, but it's hard to write like this. But anyway, and the third one, I have 1 and 8/10 kilometres. So what would that be as my decimal? Very good. 1.80 kilometres. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do the next one because I think we've done a lot of work there. So you're going to complete the rest of the grid yourselves. If you're stuck at any point, just come back to the start of this video and have a look. Okay, I'm just going to pause this video for 2 seconds so that I can set up the board to do the next task that I want you to do from that page 134 in Busy at Maths. So just 1 second there now.